Mr. Jose Jolobolo Jr. is a licensed civil engineer with more than 20 years of combined experience in the construction industry, handling various building materials. He is a returning speaker at our Building Green Product Spotlight, and he is currently the product specialist for World Home Depot. So for our last presentation for this session, sharing on TIDPS, or the Thermal Insulation Decorative Panel System, is Mr. Jolo Bolo of World Home Depot Corporation. I'll pass now the audio and controls to you, Engineer Jolo.
Thank you, Chester. Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank PhilGPC for this opportunity to present today. My talk is going to be about TIDPS as the building material towards a new era. Now, TIDPS, as already mentioned by Chester, is Thermal Insulation Decorative Panel System. It is an alternative system, or better yet, it is what we can call an enhanced and improved version of EIFS, which stands for Exterior Insulation and Finish System. The EIFS is commonly used as the exterior wall finishing system in most building projects here in the Philippines. Now, besides the EIFS, TIDPS can also substitute or replace the usage of natural stones or another popular curtain wall finish, the aluminum composite panels. To picture better what this material is and how the system is being installed, with your kind indulgence and with Chester's assistance, please watch this video. In previous years, well, I hope everybody saw it. In previous years, China, which is the materials country of origin, has managed to enhance their environmental policies, developing regulations to address the negative impact to the environment of certain materials. China has been outpacing other more developed countries with regards to climate action. Aligned with China's current environmental policy on building materials, the TIDPS integrates decoration, insulation, water and fire resistance, and importantly, savings in consumption of energy. Next slide, please. There you go. If we talk about the temperature in the city, it is significantly higher or warmer compared to that of the outlying areas. I'm sure we are familiar of this phenomenon, which is the urban heat island effect. This high heat environment of the city has brought inconvenience to people's lives. The only solution is to increase the usage frequency of cooling, that is through air conditioning systems, not to mention energy consumed in bathing and use of washing equipments. By insulating buildings with a TIDPS technology, it increases the energy efficiency of external building envelopes, whereby dropping at a certain percentage indoor consumption of energy. The TIDPS material comprises of a high-strength inorganic resin board, bonded together with an insulation material to form an integrated panel board that, when installed as a system, it forms a decorative jacket that protects the building from the likes of heat and damage caused by natural environmental contaminants. It is especially produced as an exterior facade material, but it can also be used to conceal imperfections of interior walls. The integrated insulation material varies from an expanded polystyrene, an extruded polystyrene which has better compressive strength, a graphite polystyrene that has better resistance to the conductive flow of heat, and a rock wool which has the best fire resistance performance among the four. Panel sizes are produced in dimensions of 4 feet by 8 feet, but can be cut and customized in the factory based on the architect's design. It is nano-coated, a finishing technology similar to that of an aviation coating, which makes the material hydrophobic. It serves as protection from impact scratches, corrosion, weathering, and accumulation of microorganisms, plants, algae. This includes buildup of bacteria as well. Its coating finish varies from fluorocarbon solid color, which has the similar look of a ceramic tile, fluorocarbon metal finish, similar to the look of an aluminum composite panel. It has granite finish, which is water and stain resistant, lychee finish that gives a lifelike sense of stone texture, and a natural stone look that has a textured look and feel because of the rough surface finish. Comparing it to that of a natural stone or granite as an example, in the event that the ordered TIDPS materials fell short on the actual count needed to be installed, the color and texture is exactly identical even for additional production batches of a TIDPS board. For its durability performance, the strongest typhoon in the Philippines that has been recorded is Typhoon Yolanda. It had a maximum gustiness of 315 kilometers per hour. Referring to the display table, its wind pressure is nearly 5 kilopascals. When tested, the TITPS performed to an average of about 7 kilopascals of wind load resistance. If we refer to the Philippines National Structural Code, the highest wind velocity provision when designing is only 250 kilometers per hour, or equivalent to about a little more than 3 kilopascals of wind load. And this wind speed is for high wind zone areas already. This means that the TIBPS can perform beyond the maximum wind load design provision. As a comparison to the current system practices, which are the EIFS and the dry hang system, especially on the aspect of safety, the EIFS method is the most labor-intensive due to the number of processes in applying each layer, which takes about 13 applications. This leads to higher costs and energy consumption during construction. Further downsides are possible appearance of cracks due to overcoating, whereby cracking leads to water leakages. Another downside is poor adhesion, which happens due to abrupt changes in temperature during the period of application. Now, the dry hang system is the method of installing natural stones or aluminum composite panels. Working procedure takes about 8 steps. This is due to the installation of metal frames that will support both kinds of facade material. Natural stones, may it be in panels or veneers, are heavy and is a big safety concern, especially when installed at a high location. This can lead to the possibility of it falling off. Both natural stones and aluminum composite panels are prone to staining. Aluminum composite panels also has the tendency of having the paint coats blister or peel off. Now, you might have heard of the tragedy that happened in London. It was a huge fire that broke out at Grenfell Tower, where unfortunately more than 70 souls had perished. Some experts believe that the material used as exterior cladding played a part in the spreading of the fire quickly. The material used are polyethylene aluminum composite panels. There had been a chimney effect since there is a space or void within the cladding's inner framing. Also, the polyethylene content being combustible acted as fuel to the fire. This incident has brought about a regulation on banning combustible cladding materials for use on buildings, particularly the aluminum composite panels. Now, with TIDPS, or again, thermal insulation decorative panel system, it takes just about 5 steps of application procedure, as what you've seen on the earlier video. It's basically like installing tiles with additional anchor supports. Having a nano-coated finish, it is water and chemical resistant. Having integrated an insulation material makes it fire and sound pollution resistant. Being lightweight, it is easy to handle and can be installed at full building heights, not fearing that it will fall off. Best of all, it meets the requirements of modern green energy saving.